Corey and Sanford, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me TAing the exercise physiology class. This year, in addition to the normal duties associated with TAing, I'm going to ask that you give your bodies to science. That's something you think you'd be willing to do?
We have to work out for 10 weeks.
Yes, you do. You have to work out hard for 10 weeks. So you're going to go shoot for some really high goals. So this is going to be probably harder than you worked out since you were on the crew team and since you were in the early stages of track. So I've written up a couple contracts here that you can look through.
Corey will be expected to train on the bicycle to increase his aerobic capacity by 12% over the 10-week quarter.
Sanford will need to engage in a vigorous weight training program to gain 10 pounds of muscle in 10 weeks.
Where do I sign?
All right. Look, your RER values are 0.74. You really haven't eaten much today.
Yeah.
All right, 10 seconds and we're going up, we hope. This is working, right?
Where are you at, Sanford?
Okay, up we go. Yes, up we go. So this is the Velotron bike. It's showing how hard he's working, what his heart rate is, how fast he's pedaling. This is the metabolic cart. So this is showing what his oxygen consumption is and how much CO2 he's producing there in blue. Come on, Sanford, come on. Oh, there we go. All right, you're working. Way to go.
10 seconds!
Come on.
Push, Sanford!
You got it. All right, all right, all right. Is that it? Done? Good. Nice job.
Where did he get his RER to?
Was way up there. Yeah, almost 1.21. So usually they're right about in here when those curves cross over, when the CO2 and the O2 curves cross over. So it's another indicator for us how close he is. Yeah, now you're popping that VO2 up. You're looking great. Looking great.
Oh wait, Corey, come on.
Come on.
You got this.
Just 30 seconds.
You got it, Corey.
Keep that speed
Fighting
up.
hard. Come on, Corey.
All right, bringing you down.
Good job.
Also, is the brake still on in the back?
No, doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on. Every rep, every rep. Let's go. Drop and drive, drop and drive. Let's go. Chest up, chest up, chest up.
Keep pushing. All right. Bringing the wattage down. Bringing the wattage down. Keep those legs spinning a little bit. You take off the headgear whenever you want.
Single it now, single it. Got to work hard here. We got to work hard. Come on. Go hard. Finish, finish, finish. Way to finish it.
Way to go. Keep pushing. All right. Well, you went a lot farther, didn't you? You went a whole stage farther. How did these lifts feel different than when you first started?
I definitely feel stronger. Yeah, I guess feels better overall. In the very beginning, you kind of feel a little unstable, I guess.
Good. And you've been putting on weight, right?
Yeah, so I'm up about 8 pounds right now. So hopefully that's muscle.
Okay, the TAs are back for their final testing round. Corey's getting his body composition done, so on the DEXA. Now they've traded places. Sanford is getting his DEXA scan done to get his body composition and bone density. Corey and Sanford look over their body composition results. They did very well on the bone density, at least. There are several standard deviations above normal and very close in value. But I don't know. Sanford's looking at his end results in lean mass. And it's looking like he's going to have to shave his legs a little bit.
Come on. Come on, lock in. Abs tight. Come on, drive. Shoot, this is, if he does this for reps, this is probably about 10 pounds heavier, I'm sorry, 20 pounds heavier than what his estimated 1 rep max was what, 4 weeks ago when we did our midterm testing with them. So
That's huge.
yeah, it is pretty good.
So it's like a over 5 to 10% increase.
Yeah, I would say it's over a 10% increase, yeah. Come on, baby. What do you got left? What do you got left? Squeeze it now.
Let's go, Sanford.
Come on, baby. What do you got left? Come on. Chest up. Here we go.
Come on!
Come on, get them all. Squeeze it.
Come on!
Come on, chest up. Here we go. Come on, baby. Squeeze it. His squat went up about 8%.
Is that a significant gain that you see?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it has to do too with how we changed his training a little bit too, where we focus more on the strength power aspect rather than a lot of hypertrophy type training.
You know, instead of just working out and, you know, kind of noticing a little bit like, oh, I'm a little bit bigger, I'm a little bit more fit. If you actually pay attention to kind of like the numbers and the actual progress you're making, it's a little bit more inspiring at the end when you've improved, your running time by like a certain number of minutes, or, your strength by X number of pounds.
Yeah. And that's one of the great motivators with physical activities, when you start to track it and see those changes, that'll keep you coming back for more.
And sometimes you don't get the results that you're looking for. My VO2 max, which was my biggest goal, is kind of my baby as far as an indicator for improvement over my quarter training. Didn't improve it, actually somehow went down from my baseline after improvement at midline, and involved with that is getting sick and taking some time off training and stuff like that too. But it's interesting. I was very disappointed. Yesterday I was very disappointed.
So the VO2 max is a very isolated test. It tests a particular thing in physiology, your time trial performance and real life performance in an environment where everyone goes, everyone's times, and you did a lot better on that. So that's huge. So do you think you're going to keep cycling?
I think I will keep cycling, actually. I've made a couple of friends now who really like to cycle. And
does this include the 13-year-olds that you made cry today?
Yeah, because the 13-year-old girls that I made cry today. So the story is that two of my best training partners are these two 13-year-old female twins. And before you judge me, they're really talented. All right, they're really good at biking, which they really are. They've been biking since they were 6. They're quite good. But anyway, they've destroyed me from the very beginning. The first week, we went up together when I was learning how to bike, and they laughed at me as I tipped over because I couldn't unclip my pedal and all that stuff. And slowly I've been like chasing them and getting a little bit better and a little bit better. And today was finally the crossover day where I beat these two little 13-year-old girls up. This is like literally the 7th time we've gone up Old La Honda together, which is a 3-something mile.
I think it's 3.5.
3.5. But yeah, so it was exciting. It's exciting to improve, but also it's an important perspective to realize that beating 13-year-olds is not the end-all be-all. I made her cry, and I feel more bad about making her cry than I do good about getting better. So
she's got to learn, failure
life
too.
lesson.
Yeah,
Life is about
can't always
failure,
be
too.
on top.
Yeah.